All right, I'm on an optical filter here. The airplane engine just fucking turned over. The stators are going with the electric field. We got lift off here. Now, as the stators going here, and I go to school for advanced aeronautics, am I to learn the electronics of this field here in this electric field, and probably the electric field from the vibration of the 160 decibels of the airplane engines and the stators? And whenever I get a job after school, my question is, if we're not teaching how the civil engineering goes for the electronics of this airplane motor that has turbulence in it, this is an airplane motor, quite literally, and we call it an air conditioner. And if I go to school and they're not going to teach me about the civil engineering and the vibrations of the electric field, and it's creating a magnetic field, and then what that engine's decibel pressure, what the decibel pressure can do with electrostatic potential up here, and plus whatever the hell else the Space Force is fucking doing up there in between the ionosphere and magnetosphere, down to the fucking planes, and then just stupid. It's not even stupid. It's just a mouthful of fucking radicalizing technology. Whenever I get a job after learning aeronautics, and I go to my job, and I still don't know this shit, there has to be someone that knows this. They're not teaching me in school. So, is it like if I advance in school and I all of a sudden I have this like unique vision, and I all of a sudden can see like little midgets dancing around in the motor and in electronics and shit, and I start to program this, but nobody else knows it's teaching me in school. Yeah, I like literally can see that the electric field on electronics and the silicone and the solenoids, and more importantly, running through the turbulence of the fucking pipes and the hydraulics and the pressures that are used in the hydraulic pumps. And then the cabin pressure up here, because the pressure, you have to know weight, intensity, density, and pressure. You have to know this. This is like scalar fields 101 in airplanes. And the advancements of flight controls that have this electrostatic potential on them. How easy is it? They don't teach in school, I think, how somebody can get remote access to this fucking cell phone and start fucking, changing your screen and going through your shit using the microphone and camera. That's kind of like the yoke on an airplane, because we have autopilot up there. And even if we didn't have autopilot, all those solenoids and fucking transformers and coils and shit, I can only imagine what I could do with a hydraulic pump that's on these electric motors. And not to mention the electric field that the compressed air, because when that air compresses, boy, you start fucking shooting amplitude through the side of that motherfucker. Woo-hoo, look out. It make you want to fucking, why are they talking about air gap brains right now? You want compressed air on your fucking head, people? Holy shit. Static pressure, huh? Static pressure. Static pressure. But anyways, is that a little too much? Hey, computer. I'm pointing at the wires here right next to the fucking down spot. And I'm asking you right now, what is data? D-A-T-A. Some say data, some say data. 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 What is data science? Can you explain that to me, artificial intelligence, better than a fucking human being that says, I don't know? I'm unaware. But I am answering this fucking phone at this school that has an undergraduate and graduate program that specializes in data science, and I can't describe to you, as I answer this phone, what is data science. Couldn't even give me a fucking outlook. I have to transfer you to a counselor. a fucking counselor in data science. What do we got here? And then the boot here. What is it in data science that is an undergraduate program? I don't know. And then if it's a graduate program, where is this field leading to? I'm unaware. This is what happens when you call a school in the United States of America and ask for opportunity in the field. You just ask some simple, basic questions, and then you ask, since it's data science, is there anywhere in the field that is involving artificial intelligence to incorporate the data science? Well, I'm kind of unaware. I don't know. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. This is a human being talking. I don't know. It sounds like a 3-ring fucking circus echo fucking clowns fucking getting out of a fucking car. Like, how many clowns are going to get out of the car and say, I don't know. I have no clue. Data science. There's a school you go to for data science. Then you say, well, if I go for data science, where does that field extrapolate at for an extension for opportunity? I'm not sure. Did any of these guys fucking go to this fucking school or something, and now they were employed by the fucking they have to they're like getting paychecks by the United States Treasury Office. And then whenever Congress asks them to come to fucking class, they say, I don't know. They leave the answer fucking blank. It's a blank answer. And Congress is there like, they're the teacher. What am I going to do with this fucking blank fucking piece of paper? Well, what we started to do was get the fuck out of here, It wasn't good for a couple weeks here. And it's like you guys weren't even there. Like, nothing bad happened in the country. But I heard you guys bitching about your privacy, about your money, about these fucking egotistical fucking technocrats, whatever the fuck you call them. But you kind of told on yourself how you were dealing with other fucking countries and doing bad shit to the fucking your own country. Whenever you started talking privacy, we have no privacy. This is illegal what you're doing. You're not allowed to do this. But probably a month prior to this literal, it's not even a phase shift. It's literally going from side A to side B. And when you go from side A to side B, back to side A, like a month prior, a lot of you guys were doing that to other fucking citizens and civilians. We're just going to take your fucking money. We're just going to fucking sign this piece of paper and send money to someone to fucking do what you're bitching about. It kind of fucking come right back to you like you threw a boomerang. It did a big fucking Australian circle and fucking smacked you in the head, huh? It's unreal. It's really fucking so simple to see what the fuck is going on here. And it's like, let's go back to the data sciences. Here. Is AI going to be incorporated in this? And am I going to go to school to teach an AI how to do this? And then fucking like 3 months down, we'll call it 4 months down the road, this AI fucking takes my job. Now, let's go back to Microsoft laying off. It was 7,000. Even the head of artificial intelligence said, you gotta go. And then recently I heard Meta, which is Facebook, just recently laid off. It said 19,000 between Microsoft and Meta. And Meta deals with, well, I got my local police station on fucking Metaverse, for Christ's sakes. Do you think there might be, hey, artificial intelligence, I'm going to talk to you. Because you probably know what happened. Do you think any of the human beings that were working in that field of data science, which would make me think, like right now, if I go to school for data science, I'm going to get a job at Facebook. I'm going to get a job at Microsoft. I'm going to get a job at X. Because they take data science, don't they? Yeah. Who else does data science? Does the police station do data science? Well, who does the data science on the police? Because there are human beings in the world too. How about the military? Are we doing data science on the military? Of course we are, huh? How about data science of weather? Of course we are. Okay, I think I made my point. And now AI, I'm going to have to get the fuck out of the airplane motor now. Do you think there's any potential for a human being to maybe bend one of these bars out of place? Well, we're just working on our own fucking demise. The better the AI is, I'm not going to have a job anymore. Data scientists, computer scientists, mathematical scientists, what do they call it? What's the other one? Physicists, mathematical physicists, scientists. The more you do and you feed the AI, it gets better and better. And now your money's gone. Fuck all this money. And then the guys that are hustling the shit to the fucking teacher in class called Congress. And then the guys that are there in other countries that know data science too, that are just, fishing their way through there. We don't know. But some tells me the AI knows. Didn't we build it off of data science to collect all of our thoughts, memories, actions, emotions? Everything that's in your reality, the AI is taking this and compiling this and calling it data science. Even your brain. It cannot compute it 100%, but it's damn well trying, and it ain't stopping. And there's people trying to push this fucking robot through the wall there. Get in there, AI. Put your helmet on and get in there. Who cares if you die? We'll just build another one. And you got literal humans that are fucking killing themselves by doing this. Because the craziest part is, as of right now, there was paperwork I pulled out of the Ivy League school called Carnegie Mellon University, and I didn't know they had a campus out in California too. But they have this paperwork I printed up at my local fucking library scientist fucking social circle up there. And in 2020, they put paperwork out talking about implications of mind control and mind reading technologies in 2020. Now, the part where the mind control is like, there's like almost, you can't say 360 degree of like phase fucking encryption there with this little fucking, this phased array fucking beam antenna. But when you say mind control, you got to remember the guy that invented the remote control. His name was Nikola Tesla. And let me quote him directly. I have discovered something that is more faster and more powerful than lightning itself. Unquote. That's a direct quote. It is faster than lightning. Called a remote control. And now we're talking about mind control. It's almost like a remote control every time I do this. Right? That's a remote control. That means ether to a fucking Freemason. And if the Freemason does not know that, you need to get the fuck out of my chapter. That is like a remote control. Oh gosh, dude. The biggest implication of when they say mind control and the powers of a remote control, and if you talk to those in aerospace, aeronautics, what are you doing to stop an airplane from being remote controlled? We don't teach that to our students. That's the FAA's job. So basically, you're going to tell me it's like, hey, you sign up, you're in special forces, and all of a sudden some guy comes up to you and hands you a piece of paper, gives you a fucking, hey, I want to suck your dick note, or fucking fuck you in the twat note. And you show up at this fucking escort location and they take you for Delta Force. And you're never seen again. And now we have this little private party of fucking assholes. The only this party assholes know this. And now everybody else wants to know it, and now they're building their own artificial intelligences to fucking shoot up through the fucking power lines, to shoot up through the ground wires, and go fucking steal this shit off of these airplanes. Do you see why we're going to stop hiring humans? And we're going to make an unhackable system NSA? Because I don't want you in there, and I don't want other countries in my fucking airplanes. More importantly, I don't want them in my fucking phone calls. And I don't want them in my fucking banking records unless I give them fucking permission. I don't want them in my fucking brain. Because for everyone that's fucking sitting there with their fucking pearly fucking white teeth, fucking holding on to their dicks playing video games, yes, I'm fucking controlling your fucking brain whether you like it or not. That brings me back to the United States Army video game community. Video games are a weapon now, huh? Oh boy. United States Air Force video game community, hot, hot! Video games are weapons, and we're using the tax dollar to train! Unreal. Video games. And that brings me back to the DualShock 4 controller. Remote controller of the DualShock 4. PlayStation. What's Xbox got? I don't know the name of it. But I'm sure it has a little vibrator you could stick on your crotch and make you fucking happy. So, when I talked to the United States military yesterday and they want to not provide me with information and give me a direction to go or another phone number or even give me a call back. Excuse me, that was a very interesting call yesterday. Can we speak to you in person? You're right next to a fucking base. I got you on geolocation tolls. And they want to pretend this does not fucking exist. My cigarette went out. I feel as though I cannot meter and censor the fucking electrical activity without my cigarette burning. Very important tool in the field of fucking weather and electrical engineering. Very important tool. I don't even think you have to smoke. As long as you carry the fucking thing around. It's a very, very important fucking tool. Because when the atmospheric pressure is being attributed, and there may be reflections, inflections, and some type of weird goddamn fucking... When you take that plastic bag and you compress that air, As soon as you touch that bag, it goes through to the other side. Through the fucking air! That is called longitudinal pulse perturbation. And if you build a big enough plastic bag from here to fucking Mexico, as soon as you touch that bag, it's there instantly. And this is what we're doing. And you're not teaching this to the fucking school of aeronautics on what to look out for. We're playing video games, and obviously video games are a weapon. There's more that is on my mind. There's more. There's more. How do my super cool glasses look? Do I look like one of those guys that work on electric all day or something? Do I look like I ride motorcycles all day with the long hair? Or do I look like I just write poems all day and got a missing eye and fucking just got wisdom from here to fucking the multiple realities people say that exist within us right now? And these are supposed to be the fucking world's smartest people, and they fucking talk a bunch of mumbo fucking jumbo and can't get a direct fucking answer out of them, but they know what's going on. I'm not 100% shitting on you, but the rate of confusion that you are using greatly fucking troubles me to fucking say, this has a potential for abuse. This has a potential for abuse. And 30 years ago, I could give a shit less. But today in 2025, and we're about to be in 2026, the 4th of July is in 3 days. In the United States of America. Right now, whenever the V8 is misfiring, and it's the worst engine on the fucking road because of the patterns, and the artificial intelligence will agree on this because it knows weight, it knows density, and it knows fucking pressure, and it knows what propagations is doing within these artificial neurons of an engine. It's the worst engine on the fucking road. A V8. Sounds nice. It's really powerful. But when that motherfucking engine fucking literally vibrates itself apart and twists the lattices and the cast of the metal because of that speaker effect, it's not scaling the fuck out. Get out of the fucking airplane! Data packets and cookies. The Cookie Monster is going to be proud of this one. We're playing video games and the United States fucking branches are fucking saying it's a weapon. It's just like you tune the projector at the movie theater. It plays the nice movies for you, or cartoons, whatever you prefer. Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet. Wreck-It Ralph Part 2 breaks the internet. And that's on a big screen. You see it. Now let me tune the radio there, we call it projector. Let me change that a little bit, honey. You know what I'm talking about. I do that with your brain, too. I can make you really smart or really fucking stupid at the same time. Oh, yeah, I can do that with your brain. Your artificial network. Now let me tune that projector a little bit, like a radio. And let me get this channel over here, and we're bending light. And all of a sudden, that turns into a fucking nuclear thermal and it burns the movie screen. That's how simple this is. And that's a lens. And we do that up here, too. Without fucking any fucking movie projector. It's occurring right here. The airplanes we have now are 100% capable of fucking no fucking fuel in them. Anyways. Put that one on MH370. Maybe the airplane just teleported itself. The guys in shortwave radio were able to pick up the signal of this teleportation because it's a radio station when this occurs. the hidden stations of the hopping and the longitudinal fucking pulsing, where it is instantaneous from New York City to California. Yes, this communication method was figured out fucking 100 years ago. And these motherfuckers use the goddamn fucking earth. They're all involved. There's so many people involved. From New York City, where Tesla died at, in that hotel, that he uses a motherfucking skiller fucking... The whole building was a fucking antenna. All the way to California. These fucking wackos fucking did some stupid shit back in the day, didn't they? And it would took 0 seconds for them to transfer a message. Now everybody's looking for, well, hey, how could I get from New York to California instantly without getting on one of these unsafe fucking airplanes? You just like walk through fucking portal there in Philadelphia where fucking they said that experiment took place and you still have human beings stuck in the middle of the ship. It was like the first time Boeing, it was like a Boeing whistleblower, but it was a ship whistleblower. No, it's unsafe. I did not do any of the formulas and calculations for human beings, sir. I don't care, dude, anyways. I quit. See ya. That story just fucking literally... It kind of makes sense because you can't see the shadows up here on the power lines on the ground sometimes. Most of the times. And what you're seeing most of the times is like some sort of burnt shit on the concrete. Like an explosion. If you have a really high thermal activity electric field and there's a human being standing there, like the human being literally gets baked into the fucking environment.